To another video, and today guys we'll be reviewing the UBERMACHT Cypher. This vehicle came out and I've been dying to get my hands on it, so here's the review. This vehicle is based on the BMW M2, at least I would want to believe that it is. Unfortunately the performance says otherwise, but we'll get into that later. As you see, putting on the customizations, this vehicle is off the prize right challenge, right? What you have to do to get this vehicle for free, right, is win 5 races, not in a row. You just have to win 5 races in the street race series, the new races that came out with this DLC. And I find it very odd that this vehicle came out for a price of like over $1 million, and then you could get this on the very same week you get it for free, which is just mind-blowing. It's kind of pointless, but most people aren't gonna follow or are gonna recognize that it's for free until after it's gone. So I guess it's kind of like an early bird special type of deal. So it's because very good customization. I definitely like how Rockstar is implementing realistic features into their vehicles, from the interior to the headlights, the bumpers. You can see this is like definitely close to, if you've ever seen a BMW or even an M2, you know this is very close. I like how they're doing it. So the vehicle has a lot of liveries, including some iconic legends in the video game world. This is from Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2005 edition. Very iconic game. If you really like cars, or you like cars in game, like racing, definitely you'd know where that came from. I'm not really a big fan of the rear end of this vehicle, but the front makes up for a lot, especially when you're driving. You're not really focused on the rear end of the vehicle, even though you're seeing it primarily most of the time. But it's definitely kind of bloated, especially in the headlights. You can see that little black spot there. It's very weird. I decided to change it back to the regular color because I didn't feel like altering it. It's a very good spec from the price right challenge will. So yeah. You may have heard me say in the beginning of this video that this vehicle is not necessarily an M2 in terms of a performance standpoint, right? So what I meant by that is this vehicle is not necessarily fast or fast enough to compete with the heavy hitters in this class, which is the sports class. This vehicle in real life would be more of a M240 than an M2 competition. Unfortunately, Rockstar didn't add enough straight line speed or cornering ability for this vehicle to be even considered remotely an M2 or an M2, much less an M2, much more an M2 competition for this other. But yeah, so this vehicle is very nice. It's a good eye candy car. You could just look at it, pull up the beats, and you could do your thing. But in races, this car would not stack up compared to like a Celica or a Comet S2, the Growler. All those vehicles definitely are going to wipe the floor with this thing. And you could see in a future clip in the same video, I was being challenged by a person driving one of these, and I absolutely dusted them with the Jester, which is actually the Supra. The reason I mentioned that because Supra BMW. Okay. Side Supra joke anyway. So you could definitely tell that Rockstar didn't mean for this vehicle to be fast in a sense. And they also made a mistake with if you go back during the customization scene, if you look at when I'm inside the cockpit of the vehicle, right? The tachometer, the speedometer is actually switched. Unfortunately, Rockstar messed up on that. As you can see, as I said before, this is the guy that consistently testing me during the race. I was trying to get the vehicle at the first, but I'm like, I wonder if that vehicle is actually fast, because this is the previous before I won it. But I'm telling you, with the Supra, with a good wing, good, fully upgraded, it actually absolutely walks this thing, walks the Cypher, or the Jester walks the Cypher. Around corners and in a straight line, this could not keep up with me. But definitely on to how to win this thing for free, because that's what you most likely came on the video for, right? What I would do in the beginning of the race, is set, as long as you're host, you can set the race to whatever you want it to be. What you could do is, as a standard race, right? You could set the race as no catch-up and no slipstream. GT Online racers are so used to having slipstream and catch-up on, they crumble when they don't have it. So if you're a decent good racer, especially if you're a newer person, a newer player on GT Online, I definitely recommend taking custom vehicles off, so you could actually keep up or be at least competitive against your competition. So definitely no catch-up, no slipstream, custom vehicles off if you're a newer player, but definitely, and I'd say less than 3 laps. Any number other than that, it's not really necessary. Thank you so much for watching.